mighty Mercury. Man, listen, justice for Kelsey Mitchell, guys. When I say justice for Kelsey Mitchell, of course, in tonight's game, when the Phoenix Mercury took on the Indiana Fever at the Phoenix Mercury's home court in Phoenix, Arizona, they defeated the Indiana Fever. This game just concluded, okay, just ended with the Indiana Fever's loss. Okay, they had 79 points compared to the Phoenix Mercury's 85 points. Of course, in tonight's game, it's not unusual. Kelsey Mitchell is the leading scorer for not just her team, being the Indiana Fever, but for both teams. She put up 29 points. And for nothing. I know it's frustrating as a player on these teams, as a coach, even as a teammate, when one person is like trying to shoulder the burden, or not even trying to, but they have to, or they gotta like carry the weight. They gotta pretty much, they breaking their back just to keep the team together. And it's like the people around them, their teammates just seem to be so bummy. They just seem to be just such busters to the point where it's like they become liabilities. Whereas, you have that one player, or sometimes it's like multiple players, but, usually it's just like that one player that has to carry the team through thick and thin. They got to like run through mountains, climb mountain treetops, etc., just to keep their team in the game, to keep them in the league. And that was Kelsey Mitchell in tonight's game. Her, along with, I'll say, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, and maybe Natasha Howard were like the leading scorers of tonight's game. Just those three. Now, of course, you had the Odyssey Sims, Lexi Hall. It's a lot of women on the Fever team, right? As there are in other teams in the WNBA. When you just have three players, but just mainly one, put up 29 points, where everybody else is like, 20 points like or below, it's a problem. Okay, again, justice for Kelsey Mitchell. I know her back is tired. I know her back is aching, her knees, shoulders, everything, because she is tired of having to carry the Indiana Fever. So again, the Phoenix Mercury was able to defeat the Indiana Fever tonight, them having 85 points compared to the Indiana Fever's 79 points. Now in the first quarter, okay, it wasn't that bad. They were very close. The first quarter ended with the Fever having 23 points. Mercury had 25. The second quarter comes around. Fever did terrible. They had 16 points. Mercury scored 29 points. The three-pointers, okay, Kalia Copper has a motor in her back, okay? Kalia Copper, Alyssa Thomas. The thing that was bothering me about Alyssa Thomas, again, like, I understand that they're trying to push her to be, the latest MVP of this league for this current season, because she is an ultimate assist maker. They said she is the #1 floor general in the WNBA, and like, listen, I agree, okay? Ain't no AT hate over here, okay? Alyssa Thomas, aka Thomas the Train, okay? She's like a train with that strength and that motor in her back. But again, like, I agree with them. She is the #1 assist maker in the league. But it was so many times in tonight's game, she would try to be that assist maker, okay? Because again, she's that floor general, that leader of the team. She throwing passes to Kalia Copper. Kalia Copper ain't even looking at you. Of course the ball went out of bounds. Of course the ball is in seat F3, cell block D1. Come on, Alyssa. It wasn't just for Kalia Copper. Alyssa Thomas was trying to, pass the ball, be it like long passes or short passes, and like it just kept getting thrown out of bounds. I'm like, Alyssa, please get it together. The third quarter comes around. Fever scored 22 points. I'm sorry, Fever scores 18 points. The Mercury score 13. That's when the third quarter, that was when we see Kelsey Mitchell cook up, okay? She was really, she put the Indiana Fever on her back and just ran with them in the third quarter. But in the fourth and final quarter, the Fever scored 22 points and the Phoenix Mercury scored 18 points. Let's break down the individual player statistics, okay? Let's point out the busters, not playing. But like, y'all gonna see what I mean. Let's just start with the Fever first. Lexi Hall, okay, she did good. She had 18 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Natasha Howard had 4 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston had 11 points, 7 assists, 8 rebounds. That's unusually low for her. 11 points, ain't gonna cut it. Kelsey Mitchell, again, shout out to Kelsey Mitchell. She's a ninja. She's half ninja, half Power Ranger. She put up 29 points, had 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Odyssey Sims had 5 points, 2 assists, 1 rebounds. Shea Petty had 0 points, 0 assists, 2 rebounds. Ariel Powers had 6 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Damaris Dantas, lately Damaris Dantas is just like not giving what we need. Like, what is this? 2 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds? What is going on with Damaris Dantas? She's really usually like really good with the three. Is it just me? But in this current season, I don't see Damaris Dantas like attempting threes, let alone completing 3-point shots like she was last season. I'm not sure what's going on with her. Brianna Turner had 4 points, 1 assist, and 6 rebounds. Now let's talk about the individual player stats for the Phoenix Mercury. Alyssa Thomas, again, aka Thomas the Train, choo choo. She put up 23 points, had 9 assists, 9 rebounds. Satu Sabli had 13 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. Natasha Mack, she was getting them rebounds in the fourth quarter. Oh my God, it was one play in the fourth quarter. The Phoenix Mercury kept bricking. Natasha Mack, okay, Mack attack. She jumped up there 3 times and got the rebounds. But she got the rebound again and again and again, 3 times consecutively in a row. Okay, Natasha Mack was snatching up them freaking O boards. She had 0 assists, 10 rebounds. Okay, I believe her. Out of all the Phoenix Mercury players, she had the most rebounds at 10. Alyssa Thomas came in second place with 9 rebounds. Shout out to Natasha Mack. Monique Akoa Makani had 3 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. Kalia Copper, okay, Ka, had 11 points, 0 assists, 3 rebounds. Catherine Westbeld had 2 points, 0 assists, 3 rebounds. Sammy Whitcomb had 10 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds. And Dewana Bonner, okay? It's love at first sight, okay? It's love in basketball. Alyssa Thomas had 23 points. And of course, her fiance immediately was the second scorer, okay, in this game. Dewana Bonner had 19 points, 1 assist, and 4 rebounds. Again, she always gonna give it up. She played 9 games for Indiana Fever. They wasn't seeing eye to eye. And like she said, when she left, she's like, you know what? The apologies better be just as loud as the disrespect, okay? She said, put some respect on my name. You ain't gonna call me no quitter, woo woo woo. I'm gonna show up and show out when I become a Phoenix Mercury. I'm not sure how this affects the Fever. I'm pretty sure they could still be in the playoff contention. Because again, this weekend, or this Friday rather, I know they're gonna do the Washington Mystics like some dishes. They better. And I know they're gonna do my Chicago Sky like some dishes. They better. So no, they better not. But then again, of course they going to. Let's be honest. Chicago Sky suck. It is what it is. But I don't think this will affect the Indiana Fever's chances of just maintaining their 8th seed spot. Because again, it's just the top 8 teams in the WNBA can make it into the playoffs. Again, the Indiana Fever need to do something, and we just need to hope that Caitlin Clark comes back sometime soon to save the Indiana Fever, and more so save Kelsey Mitchell's back. Because again, I just know Kelsey Mitchell is sick and tired, and she fed up.